In this video, we'll configure our activities in Integration Designer. After adding the zones to your workspace, we are ready to configure, then program our activities. I prefer using the System Manager activities because in addition to making things easier, it offers several other advantages. Let's select the first audio room in the workspace. Expand the Room Source tab and you can easily identify which zone, device, and output are used using the provided naming convention. Select activities in the room configuration window. Before programming our activity commands, let's configure the System Manager devices properly in the top grid. Let's start from left and work our way across. The Enable column requires ticking the box next to each source device that is an activity. You may see some boxes ticked already. That is Integration Designer guessing at what should be an activity. Let's go through our list of devices and tick each activity that is needed and uncheck any devices that don't require an activity. I will deselect the RTI DSP and zone source while adding the home page for our global controller. I will tick the global home page since my controller is in the global area. That way the client can get back to the home page. I also need to tick the wireless microphone, which Integration Designer didn't designate as an activity. The next step is the source type column. There are three source types: audio, video, or other. Video and audio are fairly obvious, but other source types refer to activities that belong to source devices which we only want to jump to without triggering a lot of commands. That includes a home page, lighting, climate, and so on. Again, I need to double check that these have been designated correctly and address any discrepancies. It appears that my wireless microphone was designated as an other source type when I needed to be set to an audio source type. I'll fix that by selecting the correct source type in the drop-down menu. The next two columns are purely informational and indicate the location where the source was created. You can see that all of these checked devices were placed in the global area. The next step is to sort these activities correctly. This is mostly done for list menu utilization, but it doesn't hurt to do this in every situation. That way, if you add a controller with a list menu later, you don't have to revisit this section. I like the order that was set, but I'll make a few minor changes. I will move the homepage source to the top and move the weather source to the bottom. I will also adjust my wireless microphone to be the last audio source. The last step is to rename your activities in the activity name column. Let's give them personalized names for our client. I'm going to pause the video while I make the activity names a little bit more user-friendly. That looks much better. The next step is programming these activities in the section below. We'll go over that process in the next video. Thanks for watching.